Out comes Chad Gable. Dude, this is the most ridiculous theme in wrestling. This thing is so silly. He comes out and he's like clapping like he's on Kid Street and Gable. It's like, dude, this is a theme right out of like 1983, like I'd hear on World Class or something.
Which I kind of feel is the idea. It's the intent. You want about as all American, like I want to say like Team America, fuck yeah, like type of theme song.
That would be a better theme for him, I think, at this point.
But number one, I mean, a theme like that, I think evokes like just sort of like your like campy 80s sort of like, you know, imagery. This is a very different Chad Gable that's not at all trying to get over via comedy anymore. He's a very serious, remorseful, you know.
It's kind of unintentional comedy.
Yeah, and so I certainly don't know if it certainly fits this version of the character. And the clapping and high-fiving of the audience, I think that's a step too far into the babyface lane. Like it comes across as pandering, and it's taken away a lot of the cool that maybe used to be a part of the character. So I don't like that. I mean, the music I was largely indifferent to, but the clapping and like the high-fiving I think is a bit too much.
Yeah, I love the energy.
Yeah.
Chad says he's had a hell of a month. He lost his mask, but that's not all I lost. I also lost my self-respect, my dignity, and I lost some friends along the way. So he invites Alpha Academy to come out. Their opportunity to stand in a ring on Raw after a long time. Gable goes one by one. First, talking to Maxine about the potential that she had was obvious from the start and says, you did something I couldn't, winning a singles title. And it was pathetic how I treated you. Tozawa, you have the heart of a lion, and I tried to hold you back from being the ninja you aspired to be, and you didn't deserve that. And then he comes to Otis, and Otis gets a big chant. I almost
forgot about the fucking ninja.
Yeah. Chad rescued this guy.
Oh, yeah. He
says that you are the most loyal friend anyone could have on earth. You would have taken a bullet for me. He said literally. I'm not talking in cliches.
Yeah, he'd walk in front of a car for him. He literally would. So I wouldn't. Maybe he would. Yeah.
Would you take a bullet for me?
I don't think so. No.
I wouldn't either. Like
I'd push you away. I wouldn't take it for you. That's silly.
Yeah.
There are better ways of avoiding a bullet.
Like if you have enough strength to get in front of me to stop the bullet, you have enough to tackle me. That'd be a lot easier, probably.
Yeah, that would be the thought.
Yeah. And I mean, getting hit by a car and just let me get run over.
You know,
fine.
I'm sorry, man.
I'll be fine. So he says that I'm getting choked up saying this, but we've known each other for 20 years. We trained at the Olympic Training Center together, which I swear to God is a stat or a note we have never, ever heard from these two. In all the time that they've been together, they have never mentioned this, to my understanding.
I've recognized they were friends maybe even prior to the team forming, but I didn't realize that they went back that far, nor... Like, what do we even know of Otis's Olympic history? On screen. Like, how often do they mention any of that?
Chad Gable... Chas Betts went to the Olympics. How many people know that?
It's true. You're right. They barely mention that. I mean,
like they don't bring this up at all. They changed his name. Like this guy represented the U.S. in the Olympics. So he says, could you imagine that thinking for Kurt? Is like, hey, we're not going to mention this whole Olympic thing. We're going to change the name.
Big deal?
What's the big deal? Anyone could do that.
You know how many members are on the team every year? How many Olympians are there every 4 years?
In addition to training together, Otis got to hold Chad Gable's girls right after they were born. He says, I miss you, and I'm sorry. And he offers his hand, and Otis is about to accept, but Maxine stops him. And she tells Gable that everything about you is a lie, and I don't want to give you a second chance. She goes through all the things that Chad did to them and said, it's always been about you, just like this apology is all about you. She said, when I achieved my dream, I realized that I didn't need you and I don't need you now. And we're leaving you as you wanted to be, alone. And out walk Maxine and Tozawa, and Otis, the man who never has to say a word but can convey everything, is torn, and he ends up leaving with Maxine and Tozawa. What a horrible judgment call for Otis. It's like he stepped right out of this ring back onto main events and not not main events of the show, but main event the show. And Chad is left crying in the ring. I thought Maxine was great here. I thought this is like the best promo of Maxine's career. She hasn't gotten too many of them beyond Netflix commercial breaks. But I thought she was really good here. Chad was very good, and Otis was amazing. Tozawa was physically present for this segment.
He was, yeah. I mean, but it was all about Maxine and Chad Gable here, and we've seen Maxine at least like sort of like maybe I want to say develop these promo muscles in her feud against Becky and then Natalia, but never really as a heel. And she's not a full heel yet, but that she's a heel inside already, right? And this is the type of like heel energy that I think we've been waiting to see ever since those teases with Austin Theory. So I thought she sounded really good at like a what you might consider a first go at a nastier, more serious heelish promo. She did really well. I think the segment overall lays the foundation for, well, again, the full Maxine heel turn with whatever he's got going on with Austin Theory and whatever like Gable's next chapter is in this redemption arc. It doesn't seem like it's really with the Luchadors that much anymore. It's going to now be with the rest of Alpha Academy because Maxine has those associations with Austin Theory. I wonder if this will kind of like put Gable ultimately in line with the Vision as oppositions.
I could see that coming out of this. I thought Gable and Austin Theory, maybe that's what this eventually leads to.
Oh, man.
And you have the Otis dynamic here. I think Otis, whether he ends up siding with Gable or Otis turns and joins them as well, maybe Otis gets into the Vision.
I don't know. I kind of want
Paul Heyman and Otis. I love it.
I kind of want to see Gable aim a little higher than Austin Theory. Like, I want him to aim for Logan Paul. I want him to aim for Braun Breaker. Gable Breaker, I think, would be a lot of fun.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what his ceiling is. The month of June on the Post Wrestling Cafe is going to feature 2 editions of Rewind Away. Already in your feeds is a retrospective on the career of Manami Toyota. Plus, we are discussing WWE's WrestleMania 33 event from 2017, highlighted by the return of the Hardys, John Cena gets down on one knee, and Roman Reigns attempts to retire The Undertaker. Plus, we have coverage this month of New Japan's Dominion card. It's an Ask Away mailbag show as we take all of your questions. I will be sitting down to chat about UFC Freedom 250 with Neil Flanagan and so much more. All of that can be yours at postwrestlingcafe.com.